Welcome to Unruly 3, father of 3 unruly kids.
I'm not really.
So my brother came to visit and he wanted me to make a Spectraply bowl for his wife. So we made the trip over to Rockler and actually Woodcraft. Woodcraft had more of a selection than Rockler did. And we found his wife's favorite color is red, so we found some red and black mix, and so we're going to try putting that into a bowl. So here I'm just making the base. I'm using some mahogany. And then find the middle, and I'm going to take it over my drill press. And I use a 2 1/8 inch bit here just to make the base. And then just quickly square that up on the lathe. Alright, so then I'm going to use some walnut. And I'm going to just cut some strips here so that I can go ahead and cut my segments with that. My push stick there is in honor of the old 80s Lakers teams. That was probably Kurt Rambis was one of my favorite players. When I was young, I had glasses and had to wear the black straps on the back to keep them on during basketball. So Kurt Rambis was one of my favorite players. Obviously, I loved Magic Johnson, James Worthy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Cooper, Byron Scott, all those guys. But Kurt Rambis was one of my favorites. Actually, I made it to one of the basketball games when he was still playing with the Jazz, and a buddy and mine were sitting in the stands, and this is when Kurt Rambis was retiring, and he was almost done. And we were up in the stands, and it was at halftime, and they were warming up, and we started chanting "Rambo, Rambo," and he looked up in the crowd and waved to us, and yeah, it was one of my favorite sports moments is Kurt Rambis looking up in the crowd and waving to a couple goofy kids from Montana. But so this is that red Spectraply here that he found. So the red and the black. So you have to flip it so that you get the same angle going. So you do lose a little bit of wood on these. Then it's time to glue it up. So to use the angles, I use that Rockler block right there. And that helps me find like 8-sided, 9-sided, and 7-sided. But it goes the different blocks take it all the way up to, I'm not sure how far, 16-sided, I think. So here I'm doing that trick where you use the rubber bands to hold it down. My brother wanted to help out as much as he could. So this is, like I said, this is a gift for his wife. And lots of glue. Like to wiggle it back and forth a little bit, that just helps spread the glue out. I really need to get a drum sander. I've been watching for a cheap one, but I just haven't ever had any good luck on finding one. And then put some weight on top and let it dry. Then it's off to the turning. So I love when you start rounding out this Spectraply and seeing the different colors start coming through. Spectraply is a little bit more expensive. I think I paid $7 a stick, and it takes about 4 of the sticks just to make one ring. So just one ring on one of these bowls costs about 28 bucks, and that's before taxes. So it's about 30 some dollars just to make one ring. But luckily I had these other, like you saw, I was just using that scrap piece of walnut for the wood, and then I also had that other mahogany kind of sitting around. So and I still haven't been brave enough to grab my bull gouge and start digging around on the inside. I said that I was going to make a bowl only using my bull gouge, but yeah, I didn't do it for this one because my brother was only here for the weekend, and we didn't have a lot of time to kind of mess around. So I didn't want to end up ruining a bowl or something by messing up, but I definitely got to start practicing with it. So, back to the movies for my daughter. I did watch Edward Scissorhands. She loved that one. And so the next one that I picked out for her to watch, I think we watched, I'm going to say Talladega Nights. And she really liked that one. Well, not. I don't. I think of all of them, that was probably her least favorite one. She gets cringy a little bit when people, when she watches those. So here I'm actually trying to use my bull gouge, and I don't know if I have it upside down or what. I need to watch more people. I think I actually have it upside down. Like, that's a good scraping action there. But when I go in, I want it to be the other way. But yeah, I just totally need to practice with it. I do like doing this though, just grabbing the hand sander and sanding it up at the top. Try to vacuum up as much dust as comes off of it. And here it is. A little bit dark, but I really like the color combination. And then I'm using that deft wood finish here. Put on about 3 coats, and then this time I think I just grabbed a brown paper bag, crumpled it up, and rubbed off the nubs and put on another coat. But thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to be building a workbench here pretty soon, so keep your eyes open for that. Probably going to be about 5 or 6 episodes. But thanks again. Have a great day.